Hey there! In this video we're gonna talk about 9 tips to increase your self-regulation. Now, self-regulation is that thing that keeps you from eating the delicious cookie even though you're on a diet. It's the thing that makes you go and study even though there's a party going on. The tips in this video were based on a Dutch book by C.J. Weekins, which talks about influence in all aspects of the word. Now the first tip is keeping a diary. By keeping a diary you keep track of the progress you've made and can view back on these. Even if you had a slip up on a certain day and write this down in your diary, you get reminded of this every time you look at it, thus making you less likely to do it again. The second tip is visualization. Visualization is a trick that gets used quite frequently in both clinical and sport psychology. It's the process of imagining doing something in your head before actually doing it, like gamers visualize entire games played out in their heads. You can imagine yourself totally rocking the test tomorrow and enjoying the moment. Now of course it also works to visualize yourself not doing something and instead visualize the consequences. Like looking in the mirror after you've actually eaten that cookie or imagining getting back the bad mark from your test to prevent you from actually doing the bad thing. Now the third tip is commitment. Now what I mean with this is linking your end goal by letting other people in on it. If you tell your friends you'll definitely get an A on the test, you can't really show up with an F now, can you? You'd look silly. Therefore you better go ahead and study tonight instead of going to that party. It works as a really great motivator. The fourth tip is selecting and adjusting to the environment. Now, this sounds like some next evolution-based survival of the fittest type of tip, and, well, it is. On a very small scale. What I mean with this is that if you are on that diet, you'll best not walk by the McDonald's every day in case the temptation gets too much. The fifth tip is focus switching. Simply because you walk by the McDonald's doesn't mean you have to think about all those tasty McNuggets all the time. People who hyperventilate will probably also recognize this very well. Once they're alone and start thinking about their body, they may go like, whoa, is my heartbeat going very fast? I'm also starting to sweat really bad. Am I okay? This thought process itself might actually create a hyperventilating episode, which otherwise would have never occurred. The sixth tip is anticipated regret, which closely resembles tip 2 of visualization. Anticipated regret is the instant of imagining the amount of regret that you'll feel after doing something bad, so to say, and take this feeling of regret into account when you're actually making the decision. Is it worth eating that cookie? Won't I feel too bad? Maybe. The seventh trick is automation. This trick is one of the most effective ones as well as the most time consuming ones. Once we embedded a process into our mind, it won't cost any energy to reproduce it. Well, not much at least. If you eat veggies every day for lunch before going out, you won't even feel tempted about the McDonald's you pass by. Maybe you won't even think about it because, well, it's not part of your daily ritual. But in order to achieve this, it first takes a lot of dedication to automate this activity or quirk that you actually want to change. Tip 8 is sleep. The most important activity of all human beings. When sleeping, our brain processes all the information we've gathered that day and prepare our cognitive recollection. It's like actually saving all the progress that you made on that day. If you don't sleep enough, you may only save till the first checkpoint. Now that'd be a waste now, wouldn't it? And the last tip is simply to be creative. You can't prepare for every possible aspect, nor should you. You are in control of your own life and therefore you will make all the decisions. If one thing doesn't go as planned, try and substitute it. Can't learn tonight because you can't fight the temptation of the party? Learn tomorrow. It's that easy. You are in control. Now these were all the tips I had regarding self-regulation. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, and see ya!